Hi, I'm Jim Southworth, and the chairman of the board and CEO here at Fairfax Public Access. And tonight's a special night. For those of you who are quick with the math, I'd like you to take 500 and divide that by 2 shows a month for the last how many years? And then think about the amount of work and dedication that my fellow producer, John Monsul. John?
Hey, Jim, how you doing? Hey, good to see you, buddy.
This is the 500th show for Mr. Monsul, and has done an amazing job over the years here at FPA. And let's start this off properly. And
sounds good.
Communicating today.
Jim, thank you so much for coming out tonight as our president of our board of directors and helping me to welcome our 500th show for tonight on Communicating Today. Jim, off we go to number 500. Thanks, buddy. Let me come over here, folks, and just sit down at this nice desk here that they've arranged for us for our 500th show and say to everybody out there, welcome to the 500th production of Communicating Today, right here on Channel 10 Fairfax Public Access Cable TV. I'm John Monsul, the creator, the producer, and the host of this program, which has aired for the first time in February of 1989. So it's taken us 18 long years, as Jim just pointed out a moment ago, to arrive at this milestone 500th program on Channel 10. Since our first guest, who was Doris Ann Martin, by the way, originally appeared on our very first program back in 1989, we couldn't have chosen a more outstanding first guest than Doris Ann. She was a highly successful professional woman who also happened to be the very first female district governor of an organization called Toastmasters International, which prior to that was almost entirely an all-male organization. So if you're watching our show tonight, Doris Ann, wherever you are, warmest personal regards from me personally and from our program Communicating Today. Now, in trying to decide what kind of a program we should do for our 500th show tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we had many options. But since we're limited by a 30-minute time slot, we had to be very selective and creative. We basically classify Communicating Today as a talk variety show, and therefore consisting of about 80% interviews with famous people and organizations, and about 20% of entertainment, music, dance, instrumentals, and so forth. Over the years, our musical shows were always very popular with you folks watching our program out there. So tonight we've decided to show brief 3-minute clips of 6 of our most popular musical shows from our past 18 years, and therefore the theme for tonight's program is Communicating Today's 500th show musical review. The first one that we're going to show you, ladies and gentlemen, way back in 1992, and it featured the Bawdy Balladeer, 3 well-endowed young ladies who gave us their interpretation of medieval era singing. That was show number 96, and to see our very first, we go to Ed Cooney. And Ed, take it away for number 1.
A good day all. My name is Bliss Goodbody.
I am Cassandra Serenade.
And I be Scarlet O'Harlett.
And we are the Bawdy Balladeers.
Oh, you're a pleasure this day.
Aye, indeed. And we would like you to know that we do sing bawdy tunes.
So if you've got small children sitting with you this afternoon,
please put them in front of you.
It'll go right over their heads.
And you'll enjoy all the melody.
Aye.
Now then, to start out, I think I should take out my knockers and bang them together.
What?
Well, I feel like singing a song about a chandler's wife.
Oh, well, do you think the folks know what a chandler is?
Well, a chandler is a man who makes candlesticks, and this is a song about his
chandler's wife.
A man walked into a chandler shop, some candles for to buy, and when he got into the shop, nobody did he spy. So he turned upon his heels, and toward the door he sped, when he heard the sound of a right above his head. Yes, he heard the sound of a right above his head. Now this young man was a bold young man, so up the stairs he sped, and very surprised was he to find the chandler's wife in bed. And with there was a fine young man of very considerable size, and they were having a right before his eyes. Yes, and they were having a right before his eyes. Now when the fun was over and done, she lifted up her head, and very surprised was she to find a man beside her bed. If you would keep my secret, sir, if you would be so kind, you may drop in for a whenever you feel inclined. Yes, you may drop in for a whenever you feel inclined. So all you married men, take heed and listen to what we tell. If you unsatisfy your wife, she'll find someone who will. Or if you would be kind to her, just lay her right down on the floor and give her so much of that, she'll come back to you for more. Yes, and give her so much of that, she'll come back to you for more. Well,
That was a lovely
enjoyed that much
I did
indeed.
like banging my knockers together. That
Aye.
was fun indeed.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, how did you like that for an opening on Communicating Today? Wasn't that something? I'll tell you, this is these ladies here, they're called the Bawdy Balladeers, by the way, and incidentally, welcome to Communicating Today, which is the name of our program, and I'm your host, John Monsul. This is our 96th show.
Wow, those gals were terrific, the Bawdy Balladeers. I'll never forget that particular show. But the next clip is also very nice. From September of 1994, show number 169 will feature the Ruby Glitz Trio from Rockville, Maryland, right here in our area, who specialized in singing popular show tunes. So, Eddie, take it away.
Times have changed, and we often rewound the clock since the Orleans body shock. When the Babylon played and rock, give to the claim that we should try to stem. Said Babylon played and rock, would
About that. Well, that's great. You guys are terrific. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what did you think of that? Wasn't that a great opening for Communicating Today? Right? John Monsul, your host and producer. Look at this tremendous, wonderful group that we have here today. They're called, ladies and gentlemen, the Ruby Glitz Trio. Well, folks, this is show business tonight. We are doing show number 500, Communicating Today's musical review. And where you see this next one, we have show number 200, special milestone. Our next clip from 1995 will highlight the Marshall brothers, Ray and Clyde, who play 20 different instruments, have been entertaining around the country for over 50 years. And this one also gave me an opportunity to play my beloved accordion and to sing along with these guys. It was a lot of fun, even though I'm not much of a singer. So Ed, let's take it away with the Marshall Brothers.
Way to go, guys. That's terrific. Hey, listen, I want to thank you guys tremendously for being on our program, Ray and Clyde. Ladies and gentlemen, the famous Marshall Brothers right here from the Northern Virginia area, helping us to celebrate the 200th anniversary of our program, Communicating Today, as you can see by the sign back here. As we open the show with, we've been on Channel 10 right here since 1989, and we plan to be on, hopefully, for the next 3 or 4 years and do another 200 shows for you folks in Fairfax County right here on cable TV. So it's with that thought in mind, again, once more, that we thank you very much for watching our program and being so loyal to us for these past 6 years, since 1989, right here on Channel 10. And we'll see you all again next week. Don't forget, as I said before, keep on communicating for success, and we'll see you on next week's show. And again, my heartfelt thanks to the wonderful Marshall Brothers, Ray and Clyde. Thanks, guys, for coming on our program. God bless you. See you, ladies and gentlemen. All right, moving right along, our next clip will feature the Dixielanders playing a New Orleans-style version of Jingle Bells for our 1998 Christmas show. These folks were provided by my good friend Miles Stiebel, who runs a wonderful talent agency right here in Western Virginia. That was show number 300. Take it away, Eddie, for number 300.
you go, guys. That was great. Terrific. Great opening. Ladies and gentlemen, hi, I'm John Monsul, the host and producer of Communicating Today. This is our special show for two reasons. Number one, it's our Christmas show. Happens to be a couple of days now before Christmas. And secondly, and probably just as important, if you look up here on the sign behind me up on the wall, you'll see a big number 300 up there. So if you folks can take a picture of that 300, there it is, the Dixielanders, ladies and gentlemen. Our next clip is way back in January of 2001. Show number 365, called a Mexican group called the Los Amigos Mariachis, who have entertained at the White House and many other venues. Their music was truly exhilarating and pulsating. So, Ed, let's show them how good it was. Take it away.
A cantar a todita la nación, acóplense los mariachis que le hagan las ferias con su alegre son. Alegre venga a cantar a todita la nación, acóplense los mariachis que le hagan las ferias con su alegre son. Viva mi tierra querida, con sus hombres de valor, viva su linda mujer, hay en toda la región. Viva mi tierra querida, con sus hombres de valor, viva su linda mujer, toda la región, alegre vengo a cantar a todita la nación. Alegre por tradición soy nacido en Nochistlán, por eso grito orgulloso que viva mi tierra, que no hay otro igual. Alegre por tradición soy nacido en Nochistlán, por eso grito orgulloso que viva mi tierra, que no hay otro igual. Viva mi tierra querida, con sus hombres de valor, viva su linda mujer, que hay en toda la región. Viva mi tierra querida, con sus hombres de valor, viva su linda mujer, que hay en toda la región. Alegre buena canción, soy nacido en Nochistlán.
How about that, ladies and gentlemen? I'm John Monsul, right here, the host and the producer of Communicating Today. Thank you so much for tuning in our program right here on Channel 10, Fairfax Cable TV. We've been on Channel 10 now for over 10 years. We've done well over 300 shows, getting closer to 400 shows all the time. And we try to mix it up for you a little bit if we can. We have a few interviews of some famous people from time to time. And then we also try to have some wonderful music like you just saw here on that opening song for a great organization which we refer to as the Mariachi Los Amigos. There it is, ladies and gentlemen, Mariachi Los Amigos. And now, last but not least, in our musical review for show number 500, this one goes back to June of 2006, just very recently, show number 476. We decided to add some real class to our program by inviting the outstanding Russian Balalaika Society Band from McLean, Virginia, directed by Mr. Max McClelland, to open our 476th program with a Tchaikovsky song called Dance of the Buffoons. They've performed at Carnegie Hall in New York and many other venues as well. So Ed, let's go with the wonderful Balalaika Orchestra. about that, ladies and gentlemen? Wasn't that a terrific opening of our show tonight on Communicating Today? I'm John Monsul, the host and producer of this program. We've been on Channel 10 now for about 15 years, and we're working our way well up to our 500th show as I speak. Now, that opening number that you heard, I've been told the name of that song, if I'm not mistaken, Max, is Dance of the Buffoons. Am I right, Max?
You're absolutely right. We'd like to start off with a bit of Tchaikovsky to give the illusion that we're a cultural organization.
All right, that was Max McCullough, ladies and gentlemen. He's the director of this wonderful organization. This, by the way, is the Washington Balalaika Sextet, which is part of a much larger organization called the Washington Balalaika Society Orchestra. There it is, ladies and gentlemen, 6 clips, 3 minutes each of some of our more popular musical shows over the last 18 years as we do show number 500 tonight in June of 2007. And there you have it, and we want to thank all the people who have helped to make this show possible. Probably 100 or more people have worked on Communicating Today over these past 18 years. Time will not permit us to mention all of them, and we just want to thank everybody who helped our show to be so successful. A special notice to one special person in particular, a fellow by the name of Ed Cooney, who's our executive director, who has been with me for the whole 18 years that we've been doing Communicating Today, and he's been with me for almost all the 500 shows that we've done. We have a special award for Ed Cooney that we have made out especially for him, and it looks something like this, and it says to Ed Cooney, in appreciation of your many years of loyal service to Communicating Today on Channel 10, John Monsul, producer, 2007. We'll present this to him after the show. Thank you so much to Channel 10, Cox Communications, our parent company, and our board of directors, Jim Southworth, who we saw at the beginning of the program, Chuck Pena, our executive director, Steve Rudell, our director of operations, and our wonderful staff, especially Ann Freud, who retired recently, and Martha Payne. I'd like to thank a couple of people who have been substitute hosts for me during programs when I couldn't be here, Dr. Judy Pearson, Adam Whitley, and Dallas Burnett. Thanks to Whitley Matlog for helping us to edit this 500th program that you folks are watching tonight, and to Alan Ritter, who developed our website. And thanks to all the wonderful people around the state of Virginia that sent us wonderful letters and certificates and plaques congratulating us on our 500 show, not the least of which Governor Timothy McCain of our state of Virginia, Delegate Vince Callahan, and also Senator Janet Howe of the state legislature of Virginia, Congressman Frank Wolf, Senator John Warner, supervisors of the Fairfax County Board of Supervisors, who would be Joel Connolly and Joan Dubois, Fairfax CEO of the Fairfax Chamber of Commerce right here in Fairfax County, Dr. Papadakis, president of Drexel University, my alma mater in Philadelphia, Janet Bernard, vice president of Cox Communications, our parent company, and so many others, and especially Kemal Kurspakic, editor, and Samantha Simone, writer of the Connection newspaper, who wrote a wonderful article on us in that Connection paper just very recently about our 500 show. Last but not least, my wonderful wife, Dee Monsul, who's in the studio here with us tonight, who has supported me for these 18 years and beyond. Thank you, honey, for all your support. And in conclusion, we on Channel 10, Communicating Today, have considered it an honor and a privilege to have been able to bring worthwhile programming to the people of Northern Virginia. God willing, we plan to continue our policy for the foreseeable future. Thank you so much for watching Communicating Today all these years, ladies and gentlemen. We always go out by saying, keep on communicating for success. And bye-bye, and we'll see you next week when we do show number 501. So therefore, we conclude our 500th special musical review show for you folks for tonight, encompassing 18 years of productivity right here on Channel 10, Fairfax Cable TV. Thank you again so much for watching. Come back and see us again next week. And as I said before, keep on communicating for success. And come back and see us next week. Bye-bye, ladies and gentlemen. For show number 500, our musical review for you folks. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.